And now just waiting on number 7, Atomic Blondie. And they're off. On the outside is Atomic Blondie. On the inside, you've got First Prize Cruise jumping out, and also on the outside, Blink, and she's gone. In between horses, She's My Hero. This is a battle. Coming down the stretch now with the lead, it is going to be up front, soaring along. It's going to pick up the victory for True Copy, just edging out First Prize Cruise. Photo on the top end between First Prize Cruise and True Copy. Hold all tickets. And Thundering Music's in. We are at the post for race 2, and we're off. Up with the early speed it is. Glads for Ozzy gunning up on the outside now. Thundering Music comes up into second place. Third on the inside is Zaria. Now out from there, it's going to be Easy Anchor, and then the inside of that you've got Airspeed Alive. Up front, rolling along, Glads for Ozzy. Second place belongs to Thundering Music. Back from there is Airspeed Alive. Then it is Zaria, and trailing is Easy Anchor as they are halfway down the backstretch now. Glass for Rosie is cruising along. In second place, still Thundering Music, but coming perhaps Airspeed Alive. Back from that, it's Easy Anchor. And then you've got Zaria. Up front now, all by herself, it is Glads for Rosie cruising along. Back in second place, Thundering Music, but now coming up the inside, Airspeed Alive. Rider's off. Down the stretch comes Glad for Rosie. Second place is Airspeed Alive. As they come down the stretch with the lead, it's going to be Glads for Rosie. In second place, Airspeed Alive. And they're off. Nice clean break on the inside. Just another bob out well. Then you've got Year of the Ma out from there. Unstoppable Colby. Far outside of that, Masters Bluff along with Gunslinger. And trailing in the early going, Courtly Pleasure as the horses come in front to the grandstand for the first time. Unstoppable Colby with the lead. On the outside, it's Gunslinger. In between horses, you've got Masters Bluff, and on the rail saving some ground. There's just another bob, and trailing is Courtly Pleasure. Up front, this is a tightly packed group of horses here. Up front still is Unstoppable Colby. Inside from there, Year of the Ma. On the outside of that, Masters Bluff. Far outside for Gunslinger. Back in from there, just another bob, and trailing is Courtly Pleasure. Still with the lead, Unstoppable Colby cruising along. Second on the inside, Year of the Ma. Outside of that, you've got Masters Bluff. Far outside, it's Gunslinger, and back inside, just another bob. Still up front with the lead. It's going to be Unstoppable Colby now trying to separate some ground. Masters Bluff now making a move on the outside. It's Masters Bluff back in there. Year of the Ma. Around the final turn they come in. Down the stretch and Unstoppable Colby trying to go all the way. On the outside, Masters Bluff times it up. Unstoppable Colby on the inside. Masters Bluff on the outside. Masters Bluff edges out Unstoppable Colby. There'll be a photo on the top end. That was a close race. Foot a little fractious in the gate. And they're off. Oh, some bumping on the inside. On the outside, Suits comes out way wide, but clean. On the inside, you've got Honey's Painted Pop. Then out there as well is Double Cruise. Inside from there, it's Light-Footed. On the far outside, it's Suits. As they come down to the finish line, it's going to be Honey Painted Pop. Three and a photo. Pose for race 5. And they're off a bit of a dip there from Get Moving, but has recovered well on the inside. Majestic Lass, but flying out with some early speed. You've got Big Buddy. Big Buddy jumps out to the lead. Second place belongs to 88. In between horses, it is a Get Moving on the outside. Marry Me Next, and trailing in the early going, Majestic Lass. Up front with the lead now, Big Buddy has the lead, saving some ground. In second place, you've got 88. Then it is Get Moving along with trailing the field, Majestic Lass. Into the stretch they go in the straightaway with the lead. You've got Big Buddy cruising along nicely. Second place belongs to 88, who's now closing up some ground on the far outside. Marry Me Next coming with some run as well. Back and forth now. Get Moving and still trailing is Majestic Lass. Now up front, The battle's on. 88 puts a nose out front, back to the inside is Big Buddy. These two are locked up and dueling. Still coming on the outside, Mary May next, and back from there. It's Get Moving now, trying to have a run. It's Majestic Glass. Around the final turn they come in. Down the stretch, Big Buddy is still battling it out with 88. Big Buddy and 88. And now it's shaking loose. It's going to be Big Buddy. Picks it up 6, 3, 2, 8. And we're loaded and at the post for race 6. And they're off. On the inside, JD Wagon Boss right up alongside and dropping back a bit is going to be Bright. Then you've got Strip Steak after that, far outside for Walters Cartel. Strip Steak along with JD Wagon Boss are flying along here as they come down the stretch. On the inside, on the outside, it's going to be Strip Steak and JD Wagon Boss. 1, 2, 3, 1 in a photo. Whew, that was a race.